What's up, everybody? It's Carolina Calvin, and I still have them down to the last two companies. This is the E3 2014 prediction slash expectations. What I expect from the companies. I've already done EA, I've already done Microsoft, and I've already done Ubisoft. Now it's Sony. Sony's press conference is Monday, which is 2 days from now, at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That's about 9 o'clock Eastern time. 8, 9 o'clock. Um, with Sony, there's been rumors coming out. There's always rumors leading up to E3. But there's some games that a lot of people want to see. That we heard in rumors, but we haven't. Obviously they won't tell us, but they haven't shown anything about these games. I've heard a rumor about Jack and Daxter. I would not mind seeing that. Some of the games that you're gonna see Uncharted 4. Without you see gameplay, it's probably gonna just be another CG trailer. It's probably gonna actually be a more in-depth CG trailer. Unlike the little reveal they showed at I think it was TGS. I can't remember what it was that, but where they showed they showed some gameplay. Well, they showed a trailer. It wasn't really nothing. They even showed um, Nathan Drake himself, but we should probably get a CG trailer. Probably gonna show some cutscenes or something like that. Doubt you get some gameplay for it. Project Beast, that's been leaked gameplay of that. Kind of resembles Demon Souls, Dark Souls. Is an exclusive, and if it plays like Demon Souls or Dark Souls, it's gonna be a big title for the Sony console, the PlayStation 4. It's gonna be a big title for the PlayStation 4. 'Cause Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2 are really popular games, very difficult games, but they have a pretty big following in terms of just the franchise. Not include Demon Souls because it was the first game. Um, some other games. I was hearing something about well, am I seeing a SOCOM because the last SOCOM they came out with was a big letdown. I think they can go back and fix that, and that would be a nice third party. A third person shooter for them. So I think they should. I think they should show something like that. I doubt they will. You're gonna get some Vita stuff. Um, Vita needs. Vita has some solid games with there, but Vita needs. That game. You go to the 3DS. Um, I'm not a big Pokemon player. But it's that's the it game where it's like I gotta have you got the people. I gotta have that game. I gotta get it now. Not Final Fantasy. Fire Emblem Awakening, must have game. Um, Not Tails. Bravely Default, another must have game. And then you got Smash Brothers coming out within the next 2 months, probably this month. That's another must have game for the 3DS, especially seeing that the Wii U version doesn't come out all the way until December, possibly into next year, which I doubt they're gonna. It's probably gonna come out in November, so it's gonna come out like in around like November. They said winter 2014. It's gonna come out in November, but you got those it games on the 3DS. PS Vita doesn't have that it game. It has some good games. You got to kind of dig for them. A lot of it's not advertised really well, but one thing with Sony and the PS Vita, they mainly have been showing it as not more of its own separate handheld, because that's how the 3DS is advertised. It's its own separate device, which it is. They're both separate devices from the parent console, but the 3DS is never it never they never say, well, 3DS can do this with the Wii U. Those features are fine, but it seems like more the Vita is the peripheral of the PlayStation 4. Now the Vita, as I said, the Vita has some good games, but I think they need to show up more as that we can get some games out there. Increase the install base, and those devs. You better bring in more devs, more third party devs who say, hey, people are actually buying Vita, so let's make a game on it. Just specifically for the Vita. And that's what you're trying to do. That's why 3DS is getting so many games. 3DS doesn't even have that much third party support. They're just living off its first party. They got a lot of games. Um, they sold about was about over 50 million in total. So these companies are ready to make games for them, man. They're ready to make games for it because you know they know the attach rate for games on 3DS is pretty high. Um, let's see. What else would what Sony? I think no. One game I just thought of. I knew I was thinking of it the whole time. Siphon Filter. Heard rumors about that. Haven't heard anything else, but as I said, this is all rumors, man. But it is something I would like to see. Siphon Filter. I'm in it back on PlayStation. It's definitely one of the titles they need to revive. They got a few titles they need to revive. That definitely one. As I said, Jack and Daxter have seen that since PS2. Of course, they came out the PS3. They came out the HD collection. Now I want to see new game. I want to see new game. You know, with the graphic. If you remember that, I can't remember that game that launched with the PlayStation 4, but it's similar. But I'm not gonna compare it to Jack and Daxter because that game was not that great. But I want to see some upgraded graphics. I want to see particle effects, all that on PS4. And Jack and Daxter is, in that style, is one of their better games. You can also include Crash Bandicoot. I could take either Crash Bandicoot or Jack and Daxter. Either one of those, I'd be happy. Um, see other games. Um, Not really many I can think of, and most obviously they haven't heard anything about. I'm just listing some games that I actually heard at least rumors about. Um, Sony, they're still a mystery. No, you can kind of guess with with what Microsoft's going to show. You kind of guess what they're going to show just based off some of the things they've done this year. But Sony, you can guess a few of the games. You can guess the Uncharted game. Project Beast is going to get shown, but rest of it is in mystery. Drive Club, I'm assuming we're going to get to see that. Also been hearing rumors. Drive Club needs to hurry up and come out. The game's been delayed like hell. God of War, don't know what else they can do with that, but yet again, more rumors about that. Don't know if we're gonna see it at all. Um, and it's pretty much a big mystery with Sony. With the titles they're sitting on, I mean, with the franchise they're sitting on, they got a chance to come out there and you know and Sony's been really good. When they wanted to get a new IP out, they got a new IP out, and it's great, man. Example is The Last of Us, which was definitely a gem of a game. For late into the PlayStation 3 cycle, man, it was so good. It's getting put back on the PlayStation 4. But they might end up showing that. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they're gonna show that. And they're gonna show how much better it looks in the PlayStation 3 version. Okay, fine. But it's a game I already play. I want to see some new IPs. And when Sony, actually digs into the bag, they have come out with some good IPs. Um, One more thing. There's been yet another rumor. Like I said, these are all rumors. There's been another rumor that the PlayStation 4 is supposed to be bundled with the Vita. I mean, no price, obviously, but if they can keep it at the 500 to 550 range, I think it could sell pretty good. It will not only get, they obviously lose a little money, but it will not only get people a PlayStation 4 into the people's hands. They get a Vita because they'll essentially be getting a Vita for 150. I don't think you can really go more than that. It's got to be out of 500 to 550. Because 600 is just too damn much, and it's essentially they're not getting any kind of deal. So it's just like buying them separate and not getting any kind of deal. At 550, Sony's still making a good amount, and it's still a pretty decent price. And a Vita at $150 is actually pretty good. At 500, which is actually a dream price, which I don't think will happen. Um, I would be tempted to get something like that at 500. Maybe you get the Vita, you get your handheld, There are some games on the Vita I want to play: Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Mare Moose's Rebirth. God damn, I can't remember the name of it. Mare Moose's Rebirth. Um, I cannot remember the name of that game. The chick was in PlayStation All Stars. I remember because it was a game I said, oh, I might end up trying that game out. Um, but there are some titles up there. I think it's called. There's another game called Y7. I mean, Yeez. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like the YS. I actually played those games before, and I wouldn't mind playing that. You got Killzone. Of course, you got the Killzone game. So it was like four or five games I actually do want to play. Gravity Rush. That's the name of the game. It's called Gravity Rush. Jesus. But that's definitely a game I would like to play. But this video's gone on for about 11 minutes. We're going to cut it short. Pretty much said all I wanted to say. Hopefully Sony comes out and surprises us with a new IP or some new hardware. They're probably going to show off Morpheus. I forgot to mention that. They're going to show off the VR headset. They're probably going to show people playing the game. They got to keep everybody happy. The people who they got to keep the shareholders happy, pretty much. But that pretty much does it for this video. If you haven't already, go check out. I've already done Microsoft. I've already done EA. I've already done Ubisoft. Go check those out. Nintendo is to come next. And of course, I'm gonna do something after E3. Because I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch most of that stuff. So I'm probably gonna do something after E3. Just talking about how I thought the presentations went. I might give it who I thought won. But that pretty much does it. Thanks for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.